crime. Or in possession of the cow of Alexander T. Wolf about to be a judge merely is presiding.
You may be seated. Jerry Alexander T. Wolf is accused of crime of causing his neighborhood death, and that is against the law. It's up to you, juries, to discover the evidence if Mr. Alexander T. Wolf is accused, is guilty or not guilty. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's begin with the producer.
I will prove to you that Alexander T. Wolf is absolutely guilty of this crime. He probably wasn't even making a birthday cake. He just wanted a free pig dinner, and one wasn't enough. He had to have two. I will not. My, don't be so confident. There is no proof at all that my client intended to hurt anyone. He had enough food at his house. He didn't. At his house, he didn't need to go blowing down pigs home for a little taste of food. Would you go through for a meal? My client is innocent. I would too. I like to call the first witness to the stand, the third pig.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Wait, I do. Please tell the court about your dear brother.
My brothers have not been smart as I am, but they were wonderful brothers. They were great little hearts, and they would help people. I feel in my heart that if that apple should have given my brother that cherry.
So you don't believe the sugar story?
No, and I don't see how it needs to blow a house. Blow two houses. Can blow two houses down either.
What happened when the wolf came to your house?
Well, he looks so mean and sneaky. You know how those wolves are. And you remember Little Red Riding Hood and the Gingerbread Man. And you, I called the police as soon as I saw him.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You're a witness!
Did you see Mr. Wolf blow down your brother's homes?
Oh no, but
Had Mr. Wolf wronged you in any way before you called the police?
well, no, probably, but what he had.
That's all, Your Honor.
Next witness.
We call Officer Berkeley to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
What did you find when you got to the wolf's house? What did you find when you got to the third pig's house on that eventful day?
I found the third pig shaking in his house. The wolf was just running around the house screaming, "Granny, Granny," or something like that. He was acting so crazy. I arrested him and later found the other two pigs were missing. They're home with the mother. So sad.
Did Mr. Wolf cooperate when he was arrested?
He screamed all the way to the station.
That's all, Your Honor.
You're a
witness, did you ask Mr. Wolf why he was running around the house?
I didn't have a chance.
Did
He
you
wouldn't
search,
stop yelling.
did you search Mr. Wolf's house after he was arrested?
Yes, I did.
What did you find there?
I found all the ingredients to bake the cake.
All the ingredients?
All except the sugar. There was no sugar in the house.
No further questions.
Next witness. We call the grocer to the stand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to the whole team of
I do.
Does Mr. Wolf usually shop in your store?
Yes, he goes to every week.
If he comes in every week, how could he run out of sugar?
I don't know. Maybe it has baked a lot.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, did Mr. Wolf come into your store during the morning and question? Yes, he did. What did he want? He was looking for shoes, but he didn't need shoes. No further questions.
Next, you may sit down. Any other witnesses?
I call Mr. Wolf's granny to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Please tell the court. Please tell the court about your grandson.
My grandson is the best grandson in the world. Even with those terrible food he gets, he has still managed to bake me birthday cake every year for the past 20 years.
So it is your testimony that you believe Mr. Wolf was trying to bake a cake that day?
Of course, it was my 65th birthday.
I have no more questions for this witness.
I have no questions, Your Honor.
I call Mrs. Goat, neighbor of the pig.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
I do. Did you see Mr. Wolf on the day in question?
But yes, I did. He came to my house.
What did Mr. Wolf want?
But he wanted to borrow a cup of sugar.
Did you know Mr. Wolf's health today?
Yes, I noticed he had a bad cold. He sneezed a lot.
No further questions.
You may sit down. No. Your witness?
Are you a doctor, Mr. Goat?
No, I'm a farmer.
So you really don't know if Mr. Wolf actually had a cold? He could have been faking it.
But I guess that's possible.
I have no further questions for Ms. Your Honor.
You may sit down. Are there any other witnesses?
The defense calls Mr. Alexander T. Wolf to the stand.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Can you tell us about on that terrible day?
It was my dear old granny's 65th birthday. I wasn't feeling very well. That day I had a terrible cold. I had to bake my dear old granny birthday cake like always do. I started making the cake when I realized I had run out of sugar. I went right to the store, but the cashier told me he had no more sugar. I went to a few neighbors' house, but they didn't have any either. Then I stopped at the first little pig house. house was made of straw. So when my big sneeze came on, it just blew the place down. It happened so fast. I felt terrible when I saw that pig was dead. I couldn't waste a good pork dinner.
What happened next?
I still needed the sugar, so I went to the second pig's house made of sticks. I really tried to hold back that sneeze. This time, really, I did. But the same thing happened, and I admit I ate it. I ate him too. Think of it was a cheeseburger just lying there. I know it doesn't look good, but you have to believe me. I couldn't waste the food, but I really didn't plan to hurting or eating anyone. It was an accident. I finally went to my last stop, the third little pig's house. He wouldn't even give me a chance. He started insulting me, my granny, and nobody talks about my granny like that. I didn't start yelling and carrying on, but I didn't sneeze that time.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. No further questions.
Your witness?
Isn't it true that you went to the pig's home just to have a fresh pork dinner?
No, that's not true.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Are there any other witnesses?
No, the defense rests.
No, the prosecution rests.
Jury, we will now hear the lawyer's closing agreements.
You must find Mr. Wolf absolutely guilty of his crime. He just wanted a fresh pork dinner. He just wanted a free pork dinner, and one wasn't enough. He knew exactly what he was doing. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wolf is a victim of unfortunate circumstances. He never intended to break the law that day. He never intended to hurt anyone. You heard the testimony of the witness. He is a wonderful grandson and a good neighbor. He did try to get sugar many times before he even went to the pig's home. Mr. Wolf is sorry for what happened, but he did not break the law. It was all an accident. He's innocent. The right thing to do is to find him not guilty.
Now it's all up to you, the jury, will deliberate, which means talk about this case and decide if Mr. Wolf is guilty or not guilty. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The jury has reached a verdict.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. What is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
We find the defendant Alexander T. Wolf guilty. We find that the defendant Alexander T. Wolf is guilty.
Court is adjourned. Adjourned. No!
Alexander T. Wolf, you are under arrest.